It's Week 16 of the 2023 season, and we'll see Chris Olave. Always need eyes on him. 4th most catches in the NFL. It's the Saints and the Lions on EA Sports.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Winston now. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Winston. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave them some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Lions at 10-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end. And he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Buckley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 124 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Callaway. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 6.
To throw is Winston. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Winston. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38, Winston got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a gain of 6.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt, and he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Callaway. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I just brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Winston to give. It's Kamara. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Winston from the gun on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out now come the Lions. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down. Callaway. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught by Williams.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. Buckley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Back to throw. Callaway. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Callaway. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And in for the Lions touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Saints 3.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Here's Braden Mann now
as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Williams to return, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Callaway.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw on second down, Callaway. It's Williams on the catch.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the count and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. Dances by him.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 2nd and 9, Winston toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
To throw again on second down, Winston. Olave over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that would go for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Callaway. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Looking to throw on second down. Callaway. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Butker's kick here is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. De'Ami Brown, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. For the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. To throw on third down, Callaway. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Kamara up the middle.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
A CD, so often we talked about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, That's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you get really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Callaway.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, Callaway.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They'll try the left side. Buckley, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. I'll pick up with 2 yards.
Throwing on 1st down, Callaway. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Callaway.
He's got this, complete to Williams. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On 1st down, Buckley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. To throw on 2nd down, Callaway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Callaway over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, Callaway.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Callaway eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway
got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw.
Callaway, open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw on second down, Callaway. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back to throw. Callaway. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Lions are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Winston's pass complete to Jawan Johnson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing again on second down. Winston.
He completes it to Olave.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Winston now. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, this is Kamara. Now, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here we go with Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Lions will take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Jameis now on 1st down.
He's got his target. It's Olave.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
From the 29, Winston. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Winston.
Into the hands of Kamara.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Again, it's Winston. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Winston.
The pass caught by Olave.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Detroit, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.